Good morning, guys. Today is the Great American Shakeout, actually Great International Shakeout. This is something they do in early October every year, and it is something to practice earthquake awareness. We live here in California, so we have a really good chance of experiencing an earthquake sometime in our lives. And that earthquake could be a small minor one, just a little shaky, and sometimes it's going to be a very large one, but we know it's bound to happen. We'll talk more about probabilities of earthquakes in a different episode, but right now I want you to get ready for an earthquake drill. Earthquakes can happen anytime, anywhere. And most injuries from earthquakes are going to happen from falling objects or things flying through the air. So I want you to be safe and I want you to be prepared. First, I'm going to tell you how to be prepared for an earthquake, and then we're going to do the actual drill. First, if a desk or table is nearby, drop down where you are. Don't try running across the room. Drop down where you are, onto your hands and knees. Cover your head and neck with one arm and hand. Then crawl underneath the table or desk for additional shelter. Stay on your knees and bend forward to protect your vital organs. Hold on to your shelter with one hand. You don't want it to slide away from you while you're underneath it. Keep covering your head and neck with your other hand. If there is nothing to get under, drop down where you are, onto your hands and knees, cover your head and neck with one arm and hand, and then crawl next to a wall, away from any windows, but up next to a wall so that you have some protection. Stay on your knees and bend forward to protect your vital organs. Hold on to your head and neck with both arms and hands. You also need to adapt to your situation. If you, for some reason, know that you cannot get back up again, you've got a broken leg or you're in a wheelchair or something like that, then do not drop to the ground. If you're using a wheelchair or a walker, make sure that you're stable. Make sure that you lock your wheels in position. Bend over and cover your head and neck with your arms and hands. You can also hold on to a book. Maybe hold a book up over your head to help block something. And then if you need help, instruct others to assist you. Tell somebody that's nearby, hey, you know what? I need some help. I need help getting to shelter. That's something that you need to speak up for yourself in an emergency. Be careful about practicing safely. Don't make it crazy and run around. The main thing to do during an earthquake is to stay calm and know what you need to get to safety. If you are trying to get to some place too quickly, you might be unsafe.
This is the Great Shakeout, one of the largest earthquake drills ever. Practice now so you can protect yourself during a real earthquake. This is an earthquake drill. Right now, drop, cover, and hold on. Drop to the floor now. During a large earthquake, the ground might jerk strongly and knock you down. Take cover under something sturdy to protect yourself from objects that can be thrown across a room. Hold on to your shelter until the shaking stops. If you can't get under something, stay low and protect your head and neck with your arms. Now look around. What objects might fall or be thrown at you that you should secure in place before a real earthquake? Finally, a strong earthquake may cause a tsunami. If you're near the ocean during an earthquake, drop cover and hold on. Then quickly walk to high ground after the shaking stops.
Now look around. What objects might fall or be thrown at you? What should you secure in place before a real earthquake? So think about, do you have things that are on high shelves that would fall down in case of an earthquake? Do you have a bookcase that's up against a wall, but it is taller than head level and it's something that would probably fall over on you? You can strap that to the wall. If you are near the ocean, an earthquake can actually generate a tsunami, which is a giant wave, and you're going to want to move to higher ground as quickly as possible. Sometimes that may be running, sometimes that may be getting in the car and driving away, but you want to make sure that in case of an earthquake, you get to higher ground when you're near the ocean. Every time you do this drill, you train yourself to look for safe opportunities and assess risk. What could go wrong? What could fall? What could hit you? And where could you go for shelter? What could make a bad situation worse? Y'all also want to think about that. If you are in the kitchen and you're cooking, you might want to turn off the stove before you go run for shelter. That's something that could turn into fires. Check out these links for more information on earthquake safety. Have a great day.